Well, I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but YouTube is having a hissy fit. Everything else is working fine. OBS is working fine. It's just YouTube. And for some reason, YouTube is having a hissy fit. I wish I knew why. I wish I understood why. But I don't. And I don't know what's going on with YouTube. So I'm trying to sort it, guys. But it's very weird. It's very, very weird indeed, to say the least. Everything's saying it's going out fine, but there's no picture on YouTube. There's nothing. Nothing on YouTube. And I am live. So I don't know, is the honest answer. I have no idea. Ah, finally, YouTube kicks in. Oh, no idea what was going on there. No idea why YouTube decided not to work. But now YouTube is working. Finally. Oh, this is why I don't like YouTube. It absolutely annoys me. But we got there in time. And that is all that matters. I had a slight heart attack. Nothing major. Anyway, this stream is not a coin stream. The coin stream is Every Good Name is Taken. He is doing that. To get to the stream, you need to go into either the game or the website. Click on tournaments. Click on current. So you've got another 10 minutes to go before the main event. Click on the Spring Professionals. Click on streams. And you will see here Every is doing LOCA and Endgame. So I am also doing LOCA and Endgame. But that is the one with the coins. The only way you're going to get the coins is if you log into the game, either log into the portal either via the game or via the website on the EU. So you need to do that, guys. You need to keep that window open. You can go and watch the other streams. As long as that window is open, you will get those coins. So that's important. We are rolling out in the semi-final of the upper bracket. We've got LOCA against Endgame. So it's going to be one of those nights. It's going to be fantastic. Endgame have got a great lineup, and so is LOCA. LOCA coming off the back of a good win against APA. I say it was a good win. APA kind of threw it away, really, didn't they? Let's be fair. But hey, a win is a win is a win. And Ernest, yes, I'm looking at you. No, I kid, guys, I kid. So basically, it's best of 9. So the first of 5 wins it, and well, they will go into the grand final. Ooh, you still? Can you hear me? Anybody hear me? Yes, thank God for that. I thought all of a sudden, everything, all the sound had just dropped. But we're there. Finally. Oof. So it's going to be an interesting game, to be perfectly honest with you. So, lot to go out for. We've got round 1 first. LOCA versus Endgame. The winner of LOCA versus Endgame will play the winner of the other game that's going on, which is Raid. Yes, and Legion. That's a big game. And basically, they will be going into the final of the upper bracket. The winner of that final will then go on and play in the grand final on the 24th. We're just getting ready now for the... we've got about 5 minutes to go, I think. Yeah, about 7 minutes to go. So we got a bit of time before the tournament kicks off. I'm more interested in making sure everything is working because we had a bit of a technical glitch. There is a 5-minute delay, which is why it's pretty difficult for me to interact with you. So that's why I'm asking: is everything working in the chat? Mainly because, well, I can't interact with you. And if you wait for me to say is everything working, then it'll be 5 minutes from now, which is too long. But I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to this match. It's going to be a good match. LOCA and Endgame, two really good teams. If we go back to the tournament, you see where they ended up in the standings. Standings-wise, well, I mean, if we look at the original group stage, Legion topped the group, followed by LOCA, followed by Endgame. But both LOCA and Endgame ended up with equal points. So it was quite good, with Raid trailing at the bottom. So Legion and Raid are fighting it out in round one as well. And we've got LOCA and Endgame. Well, I've been told we got LOCA and Endgame. We'll soon find out, yeah. if no, then poof, we may have Raid. No, I've been told it's LOCA and Endgame. So everything should be going according to plan. As I said, the season coins are on Every Good Name Is Taken stream. So if you pop over there, along with the other about 5 million people who are probably watching it, then as long as you've got that window open and as long as you've gone via, now it's important, you must go via the official portal, everything will be fine. Just trying to find Every, actually. I can't find him. I've lost him, which is really bizarre. Tournament room is now up. There he is. The tournament room is now up, but I won't go in there yet. 168 he's got. Huh, feel left out. I've only got 10. Well, 10 is better than none. Let's be honest. At least I'm not sat here talking to myself. Oh, I've got 12 now. So I'll normally go in about another minute, so we'll go in it with 4 minutes to go. That way, whilst they don't stream snipe, that way there's no danger of anybody inadvertently seeing anybody else's tanks. The reason being is because they obviously don't see the tanks. We do. So we just have to make sure. And with the stream delay, it kind of apps. So I think we can jump in. Yes, we can. As you see, I'm there. Look, Every Good Name is over there. So I'm with Endgame. He is with LOCA. We are starting off on Canal. As I said, it's best of 9. It's, best of 7. So it's the first of 4 wins. It's the final that's best of 9. Such a moron. I keep forgetting things. So looking at the lineup for Endgame, we've got Nikolai in IS4. General's not readied up yet. Rashford in an E5, Lego in an IS4, Specie in a Sheridan, Edgar in an IS4, and Winch in a Mouse. General probably not going in a Leo 1, but we'll see. As for LOCA, well, they've still got 3 minutes. They've not readied up yet. And Lego is coming out. Maybe if FJect is going in. We don't know as of yet. It's always an interesting map, Canal. Sometimes they drop down. They head towards that cap, B and C, sending out wide to the A cap to drop down into the dip. Endgame are going from the south spawn, that's a la Rolling Swarm, whereas LOCA are in the north spawn, again a la Rolling Swarm, the man, the myth, the legend. So it'll be interesting to see how these two teams match up on this one. You can see with some of the meta that they're taking, that they've readied up on at the moment, potentially what's going to happen. Although there are not many hull-down tanks being readied up on Endgame side. Now Endgame have readied up fully. So we got Nicolade in an IS4. General is in a Leo 1. Rashford in an E5. Orca is dropped in for Lego. in a T62A. Specky. I apologise for my pronunciation, guys. Really bad of me, I know. In a Sheridan, Edgar in an IS-4, Winch in a Mouse. That is probably, I don't know if that's going to go over to an ACAP. Looking at LOCA, we got Ariana Grande in a Sheridan, Alison Becker in an AMX-50, definitely in a 215B, No Party Without Me in an AMX-50, Baron in an IS-4, Karolak in a Sheridan, and Survivor in an IS-4. Now, they are spawning from a side that can get to the ACAP not easily, but certainly okay. And with those AMX-50Bs and the 215B, it's not beyond the probability. Looking at endgame, well, that's a different kettle of fish. Don't know if they are going to go that way. And Nicolade is still wondering. No, he's still going to be in an IS-4. So we've still got a minute to go, and they're probably still having a chat to say which strat they're going to use, because they've got various strats for various different metas. One thing we have seen throughout the tournament is that the Mouse and the IS-4, most definitely the Mouse, is a beast nowadays. I was streaming the Asian tour earlier, and one of the teams, RN, took out 4 Mouses on Desert Sands, whereas Feast took out mostly mediums. They had 2 IS-4s, and unsurprisingly, the Mouse team dominated. So the Mouse is providing a lot of action. I still think that LOCA are probably going to fast cap its C and Ed to A, but I'd hate to second guess them. Not too sure about endgame with that lineup. I think that may be a into the B cap and then the D cap. I don't know. The Sheridan and the T62As are going to be working hard, however. Well, we'll find out in about 5 seconds as we're readying up. We are ready to go. This is upper bracket, round 1. Basically semi-final of the spring season professional tour. As you can see here, we're rolling out with Endgame, currently with Nicolade. But let's go up high and see where they're going. And unsurprisingly, it does look like Endgame are not going to be going for that A cap, which I didn't think they would be. The Mouse of Winch is dropping into the C cap, as I thought, but LOCA are not going towards the A cap, which I thought they might do. Orca in the T62 is going, look at Spacey, look at where he's got really up front there. That is a ballsy move. You've got to be honest with yourself. That's very aggressive, spotting them all up as he does. You can see Karolak there in the Sheridan moving around towards the A cap. Ariana Grande in the Sheridan took a lot of hits there and had to get out of there. Winch has taken a lot of damage, however, in the Mouse, but that was to be expected. Those AMX 50Bs are there, so the Sheridan, so A and B are going to go to LOCA, whereas C and D have gone to Endgame. Missiles coming in, but Winch is backed right out. Ariana Grande's been smacked a little bit, so is Alison Becker, but nothing much. You can see there Winch is pulling right back. Now, I don't think there's going to be a push round this side, but we're going to get round here anyway, just in case, so we can see what action is definitely going on. Because we've got Spacey and Orca here in the medium and the light tank. There is a bit of a rotation from Rashford. I don't think the T62 of Orca and the Sheridan of Spacey are going to push. Rashford was just getting a better position. General is going to come round and take a good position as well. Points-wise, it's going to endgame first, mainly because they capped both caps first. You can see LOCA. LOCA have actually got... They will have to push at some stage. We can see LOCA's position here. And we've got Karolak and the Sheridan just holding there. Baron and the IS-4's holding. The IS-4 of Survivor 99 is holding down. No Party Without Me and Alison Becker in the AMX-50s are waiting here. But it's Ariana Grande and definitely not Rico we've got to be careful on. The thing is, shots are going in towards Nicolade. The thing is, as it stands at the moment, it is LOCA who will need to push. And it's where that push will come from. Now, it's probably not going to come through Ariana Grande and definitely not Rico. And it's no good with the AMXs being over there. They need to push onto the C cap at some stage. Nicolade is making a move. I don't know why. I think he's trying to just get spots up. He's in a relatively hullish down position with the IS-4 there. Survivor has been spotted. I think that's all he's trying. Oh, Nicolade gets a good smack there from the 215B. He's trying to get those spots in. They don't know where the AMX 50s are, and I think that's what's concerning Endgame here. That's the main thing. Another missile coming in, this time from Ariana Grande. Neither connect. Nicolay tries to put a shot back. Karolak's not going to move. They're still worried about those AMX 50Bs who are now rotating. So let's get round there because there is going to be a rotation by LOCA. So No Party Without Me and Alison Becker are rotating round. So is Baron and Survivor. So you can see what's in the mind of LOCA here. They're going to look to push the C cap. They're going to wait till they get to the 800 points, which is a normal tactic for the EU server. LOCA is pushing in and gets smacked massively for that. Sorry, that was Baron, not LOCA. LOCA. Sorry, my bad. So we're just waiting for Alison Becker is trying to move around there. Points are in favour of Endgame just, but I'm also mindful of the fact that Karolak, definitely not Rico and Ariana Grande, are also looking to move and push down the back, but we're probably going to have the push here first on Edgar and Winch. Here comes Alison Becker, No Party Without Me, Survivor 99 and Baron. Edgar's got to back off and so is Winch. They're only just there on points, and you can also see in the back that there's a push by the 215B of definitely not Rico, and Karolak is in support. This is tight stuff. The Leo 1 of General is over there trying to help out. There's been a rotation. Nicolade is really suffering. He cannot afford to go down. Baron drops down to take out Nicolade. Baron takes it, and it goes to LOCA. That was close. It went down to the wire, and had Nicolade not been taken out, then it could have gone either way. As you can see there, Baron dropping down to take the only kill in the game. And wowzers. Didn't work out for Endgame. So, swapping of spawn points, but we're still on the same map. Canal. It's 1-0 to LOCA. Probably going to see a change in the meta here. Probably not a big change, but there will be a change in the meta on both teams, I would have thought. So looking at who's going to ready up first, it looks like LOCA may be readying up first. We don't know yet. Yep, LOCA have readied up first. So Ariana Grande getting into a Sheridan, Alison Becker in a Leo 1. Definitely not Rico in an E5. No Party Without Me in an E5. Baron in an IS-4. Karolak in a Leo 1. Survivor 99 in a Leo 1 also. So a very lightish team. Armor-wise, with those 3 mediums, 1 light, and 3 heavies, of which 2 of them are very good to hold down. So moving over to Endgame now, we got Nicolade in a IS-4, F-Ject in a Sheridan, General in a 113, Orca in a 113, RG in a Grill, Edgar in an IS-7, and Winch in an AMX-50. I'm thinking LOCA may be looking at a quick cap at C and round to the A cap. They are now spawning on the south spawn. Endgame, however, looking at that lineup, they're probably going to do a similar strat to what we've just seen LOCA do. But, as per usual, guys, you cannot say what these guys are going to do. They have refined strats for every map, and we generally don't see the same strat twice. Endgame, however, got it all to play for. They need to bounce back from the defeat they just had. They thought they could have held them there. LOCA bided their time and pushed at the right time. It was just unfortunate that Nicolade went down when he did. Well, let's get up high into the back. And it's the other way around. Oh, so Endgame are looking to an A-cap strat. with a fast cap at B. Those 113s going over, Effect Supreme coming in and the Sheridan to help out. Whereas LOCA are doing the decap, so it's completely the opposite to what I said. There you go. Edgar pushing really far forward there and getting a lot of damage pushed into him as he does. Over 2,000. He is in a serious trouble. That is a big, big, big error, I think. I don't think Edgar was aware that they were all going to focus him there as soon as he got spotted. You can see there Nicolade and Winch are getting out of there. Edgar is really worse for wear. He's only got 630 hit points after losing over 2,000. They take the caps, however, but it is going to be LOCA who are going to get the cap points first. And whilst Endgame will accumulate points and bring them back, they have to be mindful that Edgar, as you can see there in the IS-7, who's moving back, is in a bad way. The WZ113s of General and Orca now rotating round very, very aggressively, trying to get towards this cap. Winch is coming in to assist as well. You can see that LOCA have taken a good position. The only thing is Baron's been smacked and no party without me, but nothing to write home about. Nothing as much as Edgar of Endgame. So here we have the potential for the Endgame effectively will need to push at some stage towards that C cap. You got the grill of RG sat right at the back, just waiting for that. So if anybody spots anybody, then RG is there to make sure that he can pounce. We can have a look over there with LOCA, and on the right hand side we've got those three Leos of Karalak, Savire and Alison Becker just waiting in the wings. Ariana Grande is way out on that flank just to keep up with what's going on down there. We've got the two E5s and the IS4, no party without me, Baron and definitely not Rico, just holding here, preventing anything coming into that C cap. So shots are going around. RG tried to put a shot in there. I think that was a blind shot. Let's see what he can see from this angle. Not much, to be fair, because there's not much movement from LOCA. LOCA don't need to move. They are effectively 30 points ahead, which is almost a complete kill. They are quite happy to sit there and wait for Endgame to push them. Here comes FJect Supreme coming down, probably to help out with a push down on this side. There are three tanks here of LOCA, and there are three tanks of Endgame, of which General is spotted. Rico, Baron are spotted. Those Leos are still waiting at the back. Nicolade is also pushing round. I think he's trying to get spots. He himself has been spotted. He is going to be trying to get up there. He's going to help to support. You can see Karalak rotating round, waiting for the push. They are looking here to push down on through the C cap. They are trying to get the tanks round. The Leos haven't moved yet. Baron gets smacked by Nicolade. Was that Nicolade who smacked Baron? I'm not sure. But this is where a push is going to be. They're stacking them up Endgame on this flank. Look there, the Leos still haven't moved. There comes the push. Here it comes. Led by General and Orca, pushing round into definitely not Nico and Baron. Orca gets a bit of a smack. They're trying to push around. They've got to get in. Nicolade there is trying to help out as well. He wants to drop into that B cap or at least get something on that B cap. Nicolade gets into the B cap. That helps with the points, but it's not enough. There are 20 points now. Now the Leos are rotating around to come in and help out. They need to take a tank down. Nicolade is doing well here, but the cap has been reset. Nicolade gets smacked massively. They need to get rid of a tank if they can. The best one they can go for is Baron. They need to focus. Points-wise, there's still just 20 points in it. It's next to nothing. They've got to get rid of a tank. No tank. It goes to LOCA, and Orca went down. We didn't see that. My bad. Wowzers. So, LOCA. Oof. 2-0. Orca in the 113 going down for Endgame. I missed that because it was in the corner. I thought they were going to try and focus one of the LOCA tanks. Maybe definitely not Rico or no party without me, and they didn't. Baron, no party, and definitely not Rico, really holding on there. Really good stuff. Unfortunately, Edgar got massively slapped in the first few seconds of that game, which didn't help him. So 2-0 to LOCA. We're now moving on to Castilla, a tricky map indeed, let's be honest. Looking at LOCA, who've read it at first, they're quick on the triggers tonight. They've got the bit between their teeth. They know that they've got them on the ropes a little bit. So we got Ariana Grande in a Sheridan, Alison Becker in a 268. Definitely not Rico in an E5. No Party Without Me in an E5. Baron in an E5. Karolak in a Sheridan and Survivor 99 in an IS4. Switching over to Endgame, FJX Supreme is in a Sheridan. Lego is coming in for General in an IS4. Orca in a 268. Spessie's back in for RG, this time in a Sheridan. Edgar potentially, oh no, Edgar rolls out in a 268. Winch in an IS4 and Nicolade in an IS4. Endgame are spawning on the north spawn, whereas LOCA on the south spawn. So Endgame are probably looking at where they are spawning from. It would be advantageous for them to have those two TDs. That's probably looking at a B and a C strap. Again, don't like to call it because it's very, very difficult. But we will find out in about 6 seconds. Oof. You can feel the tension. Well, I can anyway. I love it. LOCA are certainly liking Canal there. So, will Endgame look for a B and a C strat, trying to use those 268s to smack anything that comes across? I wouldn't be surprised if Alison Becker in the 268 on their side is looking for that. It would be interesting to see. So let's get up high into the back and see what we can see. And straight away, we've got the Sheridans heading out towards the city. You've got the E5s heading towards the C strap. The Sheridans of LOCA heading towards the A cap. Alison Becker in the 268 is going to where I expected. Oh, but it's only Nicolade who's going over there to cover the C. The rest of the team, you've got the Object 268s here trying to take up covering positions for Endgame. Already straight away, the two Sheridans straight into that A cap. I mean, that is a bold move. Ariana Grande coming over, trying to get shots in. And, oh, that's a big, big roll into Spacey. But it was an equally big roll into Ariana Grande, let's be honest. Alison Becker, I think that was, along with Ariana Grande in a missile. Winch coming down through the water. They're just trying to get that A cap again. Specky's gone back down there, trying to cap that A cap. You can see there, No Party Without Me is moving towards the B cap. Specky's dropped out of their game thinking that it's far too hot down there, but that was a big roll into Alison Becker in the 268. Hit point wise, to be fair to say, Endgame are up on hit points. They just can't get that cap though. Nicolade over there is, you can see him in the IS4. He's got coverage from Orca. I'm just going to pop over here so you can see what they're doing, because we've got the 3 E5s, No Party Without Me, Baron, and definitely not Rico, with Nicolade as the sole endgame tank. Trying to cover this, trying to prevent them from dropping into C. He's going to go up the ramp. That's going to stop him, unfortunately, from resetting that cap. So they need to reset that cap somehow. Baron at the moment, and definitely not Rico, got the cap. But Endgame are able to cap A. Baron and definitely not Rico overexpose themselves. That's the point. The cap has been reset. Oh, Baron does get pummeled a little bit there. But Lego has also been instrumental in that. You can see that the two Sheridans, FJX Supreme and Specky, are being hurt. Nothing to write home about. Looking at Alison Becker over here, the lone T68, trying to cover, trying to get shots in. Missiles going in towards Nicolade. Doesn't get there. We've got the two Sheridans now falling back. Survivor 99 and the IS4's fallen back. Winch has come up to help out because Specky's had to get out of there on his low hit points. Lego is doing good coverage here in the middle to prevent the B cap from being taken. This is good stuff from Endgame. They've got coverage in most of the map. Looks like FJack is trying to push a little bit here. We've got Winch and FJack Supreme. There. Oh, Karolak gets a blooded nose. Missile goes wayward. FJack is still trying to load. There's no pushing. There's nothing happening at the moment. Points are favouring Endgame. Hit points are favouring Endgame. Endgame are looking promising at the moment. They may be able to bring this back, but it's early days yet with nobody pushing. FJack throws a missile over, and another missile comes over from Ariana Grande. It's just missiles being thrown everywhere at the moment. And why not? Winch is there just to make sure, but there is a rotation. Endgame LOCA are rotating round towards the sea cap. I think they know that Nicolard's over here on his own. Nicolard is going to be focused, I think. So Nicolard here, all the way out on his own. He is definitely being pushed, but he has got support from the 268s behind him, remember. Baron, Karolak, they're all coming in. Nicolard is doing his best to hold here. They've got behind. They know where the 268s are. They are getting behind to make sure that they don't overextend and get into the line of fire of those 268. There goes Nicolard. He is down. It has taken a lot of hit points, though, out of LOCA. You can see now Karolak puts his nose around the corner just to get a smack. Those 268s, both of them are there waiting. They weren't even able to take the cap. They have lost Nicolard, but it hasn't really dented Endgame too much, and it really did hurt LOCA. LOCA now, Load Party Without Me in the E5, is looking to push towards the B cap. He has been spotted. Lego is there. For that reason, Lego puts a nice shot in. Gives No Party Without Me a bloody nose. They do take C. That was taken by Karolak in the Sheridan. But look at the hit points here. The hit points are definitely favouring Endgame. And LOCA don't really know what to do. They don't really know where to push as such. They're consolidating. They're looking to probably push Lego. Oh, but there's a 268 of RG there. Survivor 99 drops into B. Is that going to be a good move or a bad move? Survivor is trying to get the B cap. You can see you've got the two Sheridans of FJack and Specky plus the IS-4 of Winch. He manages to take the B cap. This will be interesting. Now we got the Sheridans pushing the Sheridans. So Sheridans of Endgame are pushing the Sheridans of LOCA. That means Karolak and Ariana Grande really, to be fair, need to get out of there. They are in danger. FJack comes round. He misses. He's now on a long reload. They're trying to get shots in. It's just not difficult for them. We're going to come back to that because No Party Without Me is taking a push down the side to look towards Lego. Lego is in trouble. He needs support. Alison Becker is rotating back round to help out with the Sheridans. No Party Without Me is still giving Lego a hard time. RG needs to help him out if he can. Points, we're going to leave that for the moment because the switch has been made over here. The IS-4 of Winch now looking dangerously low. This is a great move by LOCA. Alison Becker coming round. Baron is now getting involved. This now means that Endgame are they're in trouble. They've got points, but they are in trouble. They're a tank down. They've still got the hit points. Oh, LOCA takes a big smack. Oh, dearie me. Look at that. Baron goes down. He wasn't expecting that. Wowzers. Endgame. That was close, eh? Wow, that really was close. Nicolard doing his job, forcing them all out, losing out for his woes, unfortunately, but he did his job. The 268 doing their jobs as well. Baron there, I think that took him by surprise slightly, and you can see hit points wise, damage 12,200 to EG, 9,000 to LOCA. So 2-1. We're still on Castilla, switching those spawn points. So, LOCA will be looking to bounce back from that. We've got about a minute to go before we actually roll out with them, though. LOCA readying up. We've got Ariana Grande in a Sheridan, Alison Becker in an STB1. Definitely not Rico in a 215B. No Party Without Me in an IS4. Baron in an E5. Karolak in a Sheridan. And Survivor 99 in an IS4. Endgame have now readied up also. Got Nicolard in an IS4. FJX Supreme in a Hori. General in an STB1. Lego in an IS4. Orca in an IS4. Specky in a Sheridan. And Winch in a Mouse. We've got about 30 seconds to go before we roll out. Switching the spawn points, this time Endgame are south spawn and LOCA are north spawn. So it'll be interesting to see what the tactics are going to be. There is going to be a switch around. There's certainly a switch around in the meta, as we can see there. Endgame favouring the Mouse and dropping the 268. But they have got a Hori in there with that faster reload. Less damage, but a nice reload and good pen. You can see there, LOCA completely dropping the TD option. So, can Endgame level it up? Still all to play for. Endgame will be looking to bounce back from what they just had. So, let's get up high and to the back. I'm expecting Endgame to head towards the A and the B caps at some stage, with the Hori overlooking and the Sheridan there going to cap, not going to cap, he's going to oversee the C cap. And that's exactly what they look like doing. You've got the Sheridans and the STBs of LOCA there heading straight towards that A cap, along with General of Endgame. And Effect Supreme is going to help out. LOCA dropping straight into the cap. Alison Becker, Karolak and Ariana Grande, all three of them in there. Oh, that's a great shot by the STB of General, giving Karolak a bloody nose. Now they can rotate out of there and get into some form of safety. And as you can see, Ariana Grande is not even hanging around. It's going out to help out with the rest of the team. Here come... Oh, Karolak is really being focused, but then Specky gets focused over there in Endgame. Orca's coming in, so is Lego. General and Nicolade are also trying to push up. Speck is getting out of there. The Mouse of Winch is in a good position, but not moving forward yet. Now, Orca. Is Orca going to drop down and try and take that cap? Is there going to be a push down this side? Don't know as of yet. Got to be careful because Baron is there, but there is some movement from Ariana Grande and Survivor looking to get some good positioning here. You can see Ariana Grande is going to try and get at the top of this hill, see if he can get some spots in. As soon as they're spotted, he's in a good position. There goes the drop into the A cap by Orca, which was expected. Baron gets a blooded nose. They're rotating round to try and deal with Orca, reset that cap. Orca is getting smacked a bit. They are resetting the cap. LOCA dropping into the C cap, but look at Endgame stacking themselves up here. Endgame are trying to try and get rid of Karolak, and they do. Karolak is gone. That's a big blow for LOCA. Now they've got tanks this side, Endgame. They can push Baron and they can push Alison Becker. Are they going to? They're trying to get shots into Baron, but Baron is nicely hauled down. They're going to take the A cap. And what we're missing over the other side is the Sheridan and Specky is being pushed very hard. But I'm going to stay here for the moment, because Specky is getting out of there. Now they are going to push down. They're going to look to push Alison Becker and Baron. There is a 215B of definitely not Rico. They're trying to get Baron. Baron is taking a pounding, to be fair. That was a bounce though. Oh, Baron is looking worse for wear here. He's not looking good. He's now one shot. Baron is gone. Let's get over here because now toying with the Mouse. We've got the Ariana Grande and Survivor 99 with Alison Becker and No Party Without Me trying to take out Winch in the Mouse. Winch is now looking in a bad position. Winch is about to go. Winch has dropped down, trying to get away from Ariana Grande, thinking he's got better odds against Alison Becker. That is a big roll in from the Sheridan into the Survivor 99. There goes the mouse, but they're pushing definitely not Rico. The IS-4 of Lego is going to push, and they get it. So they've lost 3 tanks, definitely not Rico, Baron and Karolak. Now it's No Party Without Me who's being the force of focus here. Orca coming around in the IS-4. Another big roll into No Party Without Me. You see there, FJX Supreme is coming up to support Orca. We're just going to follow this one for the moment. We can see what's happening with the Sheridan General over there, but we need to focus on what's going on here. Ariana Grande has also been smacked around and getting out of there. No Party Without Me is looking in a terrible position now. He's 493. He's not a one-shot by any stretch of the imagination, unless the Ho-Ri gets him. Now he is, however. Orca is, there we go, and he goes down to No Party Without Me, is out from FJX Supreme. Now we're going to go up here. General is holding the fort in the STB-1, making sure that Survivor 99 and Alison Becker do not get the upper hand. General is now backing out, but look at this. Becker's coming round. Can he get a missile into Alison Becker? Probably not. General gets a good shot into Survivor. Let's have a look at that. Is General going to load before Survivor and get the shot in? Oh, it's a bounce. That's not good. General goes down. But so does Alison Becker. It's close. It's really close. It's 4 against 2. But look at the points. LOCA have got the points. The Sheridan of Ariana Grande is on literally 10 hit points. How did Ariana Grande survive that? They've taken the B cap. They've taken the A cap. Endgame may get this. They're still not up on points yet, though. They will do in a minute. They will surpass them very shortly. It won't take too long. There they go. Now they've surpassed. Survivor 99 dropping down into the A cap, trying to take it back, getting that points advantage all the way back for LOCA. Swings in roundabouts. Hit points and guns do favour Endgame. Now LOCA have switched it round. This is going to be a big tussle between Orca and Survivor. Survivor is now a one-shot. Orca bounces. This is between these two. This is what counts. It's whoever wins this brawl. Orca doing everything to win it. Orca gets the brawl. Able to get the cap as well. Sheridan of Ariana Grande is on 10 hit points. Tries to reset the cap. Misses. Lego is coming in to assist. Ariana Grande is up against it. And there we go. Level pegging. Wowzers. Endgame. Bring it back. Some great stuff there. Orca working really hard. Same as Survivor 99. Really good stuff. You saw there General holding the fort on top there. Doing his job really well. And some really good focus by Endgame. You can see that in the points. 2,000 damage difference. Absolutely excellent. So now we switch to New Bay. Oof. It's all square. Level pegging. Gosh, these games couldn't be closer. Ooh. So, looking at the teams, looks like LOCA are probably going to ready up first. There's a few switches around by looks on it on Endgame side. So looking at LOCA, we got Ariana Grande in an AMX50, Alison Becker in an E100, definitely not Rico IS4, No Party Without Me IS4, Baron E5, Karolak E5, Survivor 99 IS4. They are spawning from the north spawn. That looks like they're probably going to do a BC strap, although I have seen heavy tanks go to A. Looking at Endgame, we've now readied up Nicolade in a IS4, General in IS4, potentially. Rashford is coming in a Mouse, Lego in an IS4, Orca in an E5, RG in a 215B, Winch in a Mouse. Probably also looking at a similar strat, and they are in the south spawn. So, we could have a brawl, basically. It'd be interesting to see. Oh, with it level pegging. Both sides have got everything to play for. So then, are Endgame going to capitalise on their back-to-back victories, or are LOCA going to come back and say, no, we've had enough? We will soon find out. So, like I said, both teams have still got it all to play for. It's by no means over. Don't forget, it is the first to fall. So, let's get up high into the back. I'm expecting everything happening around B and C, and at the moment, Endgame are not going to disappoint, and it looks like LOCA are not going to disappoint either. So, I'm expecting most of the action to be here. You can see Endgame with their heavies are moving in. Definitely not Rico, however. No Party Without Me going around the long way. Karalak, Baron, and Survivor are coming in. So, C-Cap, they know that they're coming at the C-Cap. Karalak has been spotted. B-Cap is being taken. The two mouses there, Winch and Rashford, dropping into the C-Cap, just making sure that they cap out. You can see there, definitely not Rico, No Party Without Me, are taking good positions. But it all now depends on whether Endgame are going to push through this centre to that B cap. At the moment, LOCA are taking the points first. They capped first. You can see Alice and Becker rotating round, and so is the Mouses. There is going to be a push. They're going to push Karalak. We've got the IS-4s, General Nicolade, Lego pushing Karalak here. But I'm also mindful of what's happening with Alice and Becker in the E100 and the two IS-4s. Ariana Grande rotates back round to help out. Karalak does have support with Survivor and Baron. I don't think they expected that. Baron is coming in the E5. Now it's a bit of a brawl down here. IS-4s against IS-4 and two E5s with an AMX-50 of Ariana Grande in the background. They are looking to take out Survivor, however. Survivor is the focus at the moment. Definitely the focus. Lego. Karalak comes in to try and help out Survivor to protect. Orca comes in with the E5 to help out as well. So does RG. There goes Survivor. He was the focus. Now they're looking at Baron. Baron is the next target on the list. Baron is realistically a two-shot. Now he's a one-shot. Baron goes down. Karalak has survived all this. No Party Without Me. Definitely Rico is coming in to help out. Karalak is the next focus. We're not even looking at Ariana Grande. He's getting out of there because on a long reload. Karalak is still in there. Karalak takes out a mouse of Winch, but then goes down. So they're bleeding heavily at endgame, but not as heavily as LOCA. LOCA have lost three. Definitely not Rico. Oh! They've just lost two tanks. Nicolade and General down in quick succession. There goes. Definitely not Rico. Now they need to get rid of Alison Becker if they can. The Mouses, they need to get rid of this E100. The Rashford in the Mouse comes in to try and protect Orca. But that opens him up to No Party Without Me in the IS-4. RG in the 215B trying to help out. There goes the Mouse. Ariana Grande comes back, but there oh, it's all over. Orca in the E5 goes. Now they're going to look at Ariana Grande. Oh, it's 2-on-2, but Rashford in the Mouse is looking very, very healthy. There goes Ariana Grande. Now it's just No Party Without Me. 2-on-1. Mouse of Rashford is very, very healthy indeed. Almost full hit points. 2,820. I mean, that's a lot. Let's get down there. We can see here. No Party Without Me is up against it. Gets a good shot in there, though. The 215B of RG knows he's in a bit of trouble. He's not a one-shot by any stretch of the imagination. He is a two-shot. Rashford is trying to get the IS-4 to focus him. Doesn't. But he manages to kill him anyway. So, wowzers. Endgame. Turn it. Rashford and RG doing all the work there. No Party Without Me doing his best. Valiant last stand, but wow. You can see there 19,000 dished out compared to 16. Really good stuff. So, endgame. They take the lead. Goes to 3-2. Endgame are at the penultimate game for their victory. But can LOCA turn it around? Endgame have now got the bit between their teeth. And as we can see here, Nicolard is already in an IS-4, General in an IS-4, Rashford in a mouse, Lego in an IS-4, Orca in an E5, RG in an E100, Winch in a mouse. So, no change. Looking at LOCA, Ariana Grande in a 113, Alison Becker in a 140, definitely not Rico, IS4, No Party Without Me, IS4, Baron, IS4, Karolak, 140, Survivor, 113. That may be an A strat, although I would hate to say, but it may be. We just don't know yet. We will find out in about 30 odd seconds. I mean, that was great focus fire there by Endgame. You could see what they were trying to do. As you saw, they pushed around from C, pushed through onto Karolak. That dragged the LOCA team in, and wow, they were just able to turn it to their advantage, with the mouse of Rashford really being the focus there. Winch went down really early, but Rashford, and you could see what the teams are trying to do. You've got on one side, you've got LOCA trying to protect their team, and you've got Rashford trying to protect RG. It was fantastic stuff. I'm thinking Endgame are still going to go through the middle, B and C, whereas LOCA may be looking for an A and rotate round. We don't know yet, though, and it's so difficult to call the strats of these guys. So, maybe penultimately, or LOCA can spoil this party still. Let's get up high and see. And Endgame are not disappointing so far. They are going straight to the B cap. You can see LOCA, Alison Becker there, and the Object 140, along with, I think it's Karolak and the other 140, are going to drop down towards the A cap, which again was sort of predicted. Nicolade in general zooming into that B cap. Baron in the IS-4 also taking the C cap. They're not even bothering with the B cap. Nicolard gets a bit of a smack as he goes across. I think that was by Ariana Grande. The A cap is being taken by Karolak, but Endgame are not even looking to cap. They're going to wait out. They're pushing through, trying to get good positions around the C cap to stop them from getting the C cap. You got their mouse and of Rashford, Winch, and the E100 of RG there just sitting back. They have bled a little to get into this position, however. It's not been easy for Endgame to get here. Baron is back against the wall. You can see here, General is looking to push down, getting to the C cap, and they do. Nicolard comes in to help out. Baron is very, very isolated. He gets some good shots in. You can see here, definitely not Rico is coming to help out, and so is No Party Without Me. That's made them pull back, which they did anyway because they've already capped out. They got the 2 caps. They will start collecting more points. Definitely not Rico is now in trouble. Here comes LOCA though with the push. Almost the entire team apart from the 140s. And there goes Nicolard. Nicolard is down. First blood does go to LOCA. Now Winch with toying here with Alison Becker. No Party Without Me pushing right into the middle here with Baron in support. Is that going to be a good idea, or is that going to come off? But Lego is looking really bad for where Ariana Grande comes in to help out. Lego goes down. That's a big loss, but Survivor 99 goes down. You can see it's just a brawl basically, and we're trying to keep up with who's brawling with who. And there goes Karolak in the 140 as well. Now we're looking at these here. Is RG going to be able to take out No Party Without Me? That's who he's looking for. He's going to be loaded in a couple of seconds. No Party Without Me goes. Ariana Grande is on their own. Alison Becker will quickly get over here. Alison Becker's toying with Rashford. No, disengaging. Winch here is toying with definitely not Rico. Alison Becker's coming in to help out. But there goes another tank. Orca is down. Winch is looking very worse for wear. Ariana Grande is still in the action on next to no hit points, 79. Rashford, Winch is gone. Rashford is the lone mouse, but it's what happens here. Oh, the E100 takes out Alice. Oh, Ariana Grande's gone. Oh dear, Alison Becker and Baron now desperately trying to get rid of Rashford. Points-wise, Endgame have got it. Guns, it's equal. Hit points, it's definitely with Endgame just after that big roll into Rashford. The E100 of RG is now coming in to help out. Is it going to be too little too late? Rashford goes down. It's RG all alone. And that's a bounce on the 140. RG could have done without that. He's got to hold on. Can he do so with the IS4? Can he angle to both? Probably not. RG is doing his utmost here, presenting his rear to Baron there in the IS4. That's another bounce. That's not what RG wanted. This is now probably going to go to LOCA. That's 2 bounces for RG. 2 bounces he really didn't want. Oh, now he is on 35 hit points. He is a one-shot. He gets a good roll in, but it's all over. LOCA, bring it back. Oof. Unbelievable. RG doing what he could. Could have done without those 2 bounces. Alisson Becker in the Object 140 and Baron. Baron was isolated for a large proportion of that game. Held on in there. Did really, really well. Alisson Becker also really great stuff in the Object 140. And let's not discount what Ariana Grande did. As for Endgame, RG, General, Rashford, all doing fantastic stuff, but just not enough. We now move to the decider, Mayan Ruins. Oh, it could go either way. This is unbelievable stuff. These games have been close, close, close all the way through. We've got about a minute to go. The teams are just readying up. Looking at Endgame, they readied up first. We've got Nicolard in a Mouse, FJX Supreme in an IS4, General in an IS4, Rashford in an E100, Lego in an IS4, Orca in a 50B, and Winch in a 50B. Moving over to LOCA, Ariana Grande in a 113, Alisson Becker in a Mouse, definitely not Rico in an E5, potentially. No Part of You Without Me, T22, Baron potentially in an E5, Karolak in a 140, Survivor 99 in a Mouse, and definitely not Rico and Baron are staying in their E5s. So it's all to play for. This is it. Whoever wins this goes into the final in about 30 minutes from now. LOCA were desperate to bring that back. Endgame, slightly unlucky. They played really well there. Unfortunately, Rashford just couldn't land those shots. RG just could not land those shots in the E100. Got those bounces and snatched it. Did LOCA. So, winner takes it all now, guys. This is the one. Tense. The games have been really tight all the way through. They don't get much tighter than this, I can tell you. We've seen some fantastic gameplay, but there can only be one winner. And wowzers. Oh, hearts are pounding. This is fantastic stuff. So, probably going to brawl in the middle around the B and the A cap. You never know, though. Let's get up high into the back. So, unsurprisingly, the T22 and the 140 are heading to C, whereas Endgame are heading towards B and A, and the majority of LOCA also heading towards the B cap, trying to get that middle area. No one is silly enough to cap B at this stage, I wouldn't have thought. You can see there the AMX-50s are moving their way up nicely to the A cap area. Well, just holding back there, trying to get shots across. So let's go over and see what we can see. The two E5s have got into a very nice hold-down position. FJX Supreme, though, is dangerously exposed here with the T22 and the 140 coming in. FJX Supreme, I say they're not silly enough to cap. He's going to cap. Cap in the B cap. What a great move that is. Ballsy. You can't knock it. It's a ballsy move. FJX Supreme is going to get away with it. Oh no. Ariana Grande in the 113 does manage to reset. You got No Party Without Me there in the T22. So, FJX Supreme now is in trouble slightly. He's getting focused. But what you can't see, the rest of Endgame are coming round. And FJX Supreme maybe sacrificially being put there. You never know. Poor FJack. I don't want to move too far away from this area because I'm just waiting for... FJack is clearly the sacrificial lamb here. But he caps the B cap. He manages to get it. That is a massive, massive bonus to Endgame. Now you can see what the rest of Endgame are doing. Now they can just sit back and wait. And why not? They know LOCA will need to push. Simple fact. LOCA at the moment are collecting the hit points quicker than Endgame, but that won't be for much longer. That's only because they cap C quicker. Now you see Endgame have now taken over that. There's a rotation. Karalak and the 140s coming round. LOCA are stacked up here, ready for a push down this flank. They know that they're going to be round here somewhere. FJack Supreme has now just dumped himself into the pond. Alison Becker looks like going to be leading the charge, maybe, along with Survivor in the mouse. That's where the charge is going to come, and they are moving, so we're going to stay with them. Here come the mouses, and the MX-50Bs are coming in to help out as well. Oh, but we've also got stuff going over here to the E5s. We want to pull back a little bit. No, we're going to stay with the mouses. They are going to push. Alison Becker getting a big smack from Nicolard. Nicolard getting a smack back. The MX-50s are now on their long reloads. Trying to get rid of FJack Supreme. FJack Supreme is being pushed. FJack Supreme is gone. But the points still favour Endgame. Baron in the E5 is a two-shot realistically. Here comes the AMX of Winch. Oh, look at this Lego coming round. Oh, and General coming round as well. Trying to pincer the mouses of Alison Becker and Survivor. What a move that is. Alison Becker is going to go. It's beyond a shadow of a doubt. There goes Alison Becker. No Party Without Me is also gone. Definitely not Rico. He's on his own up in the middle. He's trying to get in there to help out. But it doesn't matter. Endgame snatch it. Wow. What can I say? It's unbelievable. That was unbelievable. Really good stuff. FJack Supreme. Not doing much damage, but getting that B cap. Getting the focus away from the rest of the team. Was the sacrificial lamb. Stayed in there for the majority of the game. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Ariana Grande and Baron also doing what they could. Losing at the two mouses, Survivor and Alison Becker, wasn't in the playbook for LOCA, nor was losing No Party Without Me. Unbelievable. I mean, I don't know what to say. It's never good to have a loser, but great game, both teams. Commiserations to LOCA. Congratulations to Endgame. Endgame will go through to the semi-final. Oof. Tense. Close. Tense. So in about 19 minutes. That was absolutely fantastic stuff. It was brilliant. You've just seen brilliance at work. Now, I don't know if no, the brackets haven't been sorted yet. Legion and with Raid, that's probably going to go to the wire. No! Legion have beaten Raid 4-1. We will be watching Legion versus Endgame. Ooh. Wowzers. In about 18 minutes. So, I think it's time we watched a replay. Oh, let's have a look at Sarah going out in the SU-130 PM. Clearly a tank she likes. To say that those games were exciting, tense, would be an understatement. There are no superlatives to describe those games. They were truly fantastic. Unbelievable stuff. I feel so privileged to actually be up close and personal. Front row seat, so to speak. Unbelievable. Great stuff. Great to watch. Well deserved win by Endgame. Unfortunate for LOCA. LOCA played really well. Let's not take that away from them. They did play really well. But Endgame just, wow, what can I say? They just pulled their socks up. Oh, I feel sorry for that poor KV3. Sarah, you big bully. Big bully. You were aiming for the P40 for the P43, I believe. You weren't even aiming for him. And you got the KV3. P44 Pantera, sorry. You weren't even aiming for the KV3. Poor KV3. Foxy is endgame. I mean, what a fantastic replay that is. Sarah, how many masters have you got in that tank now? More than one, I think. Clearly, she did not carry the team. Oof! Gotta love it! So, I'm going to now play another replay. I played some of these earlier, but I've had less sent to me since then, unfortunately. So, ooh. I'm still coming down after watching that first round. Well, commentating on that first round. I mean, it was spectacular. That was fantastic gameplay by both teams. And as I said before, it's always horrid not to have a loser, obviously. But wow, I mean, you don't get. Well, you do, but that is going to be some really. I mean, that was really close. I mean, you've seen that Legion and Raid. It didn't go all the way. That was unbelievable stuff. And, you know, I feel sorry for LOCA. I mean, they've played really well. But, you know, they didn't really put too many feet wrong, let's be honest. They played smart, good strategic play. But endgame just, wow. Just played slightly better. Unbelievable. 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 I'm still on a high from it. It's fantastic stuff. And I mean, I can imagine it was really tense for the players. But oof. Unbelievable. Really good. Oh. Heart is coming down. It's not pounding as much, which is good because we got a final to commentate as well. We have a final to look at. Oof. And that's Legion against Endgame. Now that is a match. That is a final. And it's not the grand final. That's the thing. So, enjoy this replay while I sup some coffee. I've give me a couple of seconds to get my breath back after commentating that fantastic stuff that we've just seen. Oi, oi, oi. And what a lovely Raz that is. I mean, in a 263 as well. You don't get much better than that in a 263. 6,920 dished out, 7 kills. Helped out by a couple. Clearly. Really good stuff there. Oh, got to see who else we got. I don't think I've seen this one. This is War and a 113. Didn't play this one earlier. This one's just come through, so well, look at that. Oof. Now some people wonder why I don't have the oh, hang on, if we can't. Sorry, hang on. I've got to come out of that. Sorry, my bad. Because I've got to check something. I'll come back to that in a minute. My bad. I've just got to check because I've forgotten the timings. Oh, we've got 8 minutes, which means I don't think we have enough time for that replay. No, we wouldn't have. So I need a 3-minute replay. We've already seen Sarah. 3-minute replay, 3-minute replay, 3-minute replay. Oh, Sarah, we're going out with you again. I had to cut that one short because we've only got 8 minutes before the game starts. I've just looked at the clock and I thought we had more because I had my head still on the Asian server earlier where I had like 40 minutes before the next game, but we don't have that with this. We have a lot less time. So this one's only 3 minutes long. That should give us enough time to jump into the room for the final. Oof. Now, normally I'd be playing a few more replays, but unfortunately tonight I just can't because time is against us, which is a good thing. Means you're going to like it. And that's the main thing. So we go off at just before 10 past. So we've got 7 minutes. Oh, I promise I will play that replay after this replay. So at least it will be seen. So I'm not going to cut it short. Nicely done on the grill, Sarah. Bully. Sarah's being a bully today with her replays. Now she's bullying a K91. Who apparently is one of my team. Extro. Yes, he's one of my clan. You bullied one of my clan. Now she's going to bully the Sheridan. Why you bully me? Bless. Sarah, you're OP. Nerf Sarah, that's what I say. Poor Sheridan. Tries to get up the hill and doesn't manage it. Brilliant. Here comes the MX-50 straight into Sarah's guns. Oh! Doesn't get the bounce. Not to matter. Look how much HP she's got left. It's 2 on 4. Angles up, gets the bounce. AMX didn't expect that. IS4 coming in to try and smother, but doesn't work. Sarah's focused on the AMX, and why not? Now the IS4 is in serious trouble. This is going to be a great win. 4,816 damage already knocked out by Sarah. Now she's bullying an IS4. Here we go. Booyah! Goodbye. Well played. Great game, Sarah. 5,530 damage and 3 kills. And you didn't carry the team again. Disappointing. The room is up. We've got 4 minutes to go. We are endgame against Legion. Amanette is already in the room. I'm going to ready up because I want to make sure I'm ready. I don't want to lose out. So, we start off. Winter Melanovka. Ooh, teams aren't going to be ready yet, so we've got time. We do have time. Ooh. So, Endgame are starting to get ready now. Legion are coming into the room as well, and they're starting to get ready. Looking at Endgame, General is in a 113, Lego in an IS4, RG in a 113, Spacey in a Sheridan, Edgar in a Mouse, Winch in an IS4. Nicolard is not readied up yet, probably going to go in a 113, just changed it from a Chieftain Mark 6 as we saw there. But he's still not ready, so we don't know yet. Looking at Legion, we've got Object 3 in an IS4, Eggy potentially in an E5, and oh no, Eggy's gone to a Mouse, NG in a Mouse, Juicy in an IS4, Last in an IS4, Whoopsie in a Sheridan, and Dakudas in a Sheridan. Still waiting for Nicolard and Eggy to roll in though. They've not... Nicolard is now rolled out in an IS4, so it wasn't a Chieftain and it wasn't a 113. Still waiting for Eggy, but they've got 2.5 minutes. There's plenty of time. Plenty of time. Ooh. This is going to be some fantastic stuff. Both teams coming off some good wins. Legion coming in off some very, very good stuff from the back of Raid there, turning them over 4-1. Whereas Endgame, tough games for Endgame, let's be honest, against LOCA, but they did manage to prevail, and that's what they were after. So now, Eggy has just dropped out for the moment. Oh, Eggy is dropping out for the Redicoso. General is now changing tanks. The Rad is looking to be in a mouse. General is now in a 1-1-3. So going through the teams again because we've got a minute to go, and they look like they're probably properly ready now. Nicolada in an IS-4, General in a 1-1-3, Lego in an IS-4, Spacey in a Sheridan, Edgar in a mouse. Orca is now dropped in instead of RG. Winch in an IS-4. Orca in a 1-1-3. Same tank as RG. Looking at Legion, Object 3 in an IS-4. NG in a mouse. Juicy in an IS-4. Last in an IS-4. The Rad in a mouse. Whoopsie in a Sheridan. And Dakudas in a Sheridan. Oh, this is going to be a interesting game. There's 2 Sheridans from Legion and the rest are all heavies. That is looking like it's going to be majority of a B strat, with the Sheridans probably trying to drop down. Legion are rolling out on the south spawn, a la Rolling Swarm, the man, the myth, the legend, whereas Endgame are on the north spawn. So it'll be an interesting one. Looking at the way LOCA's lined up, Endgame have lined up, not as heavy. But they have got a DPM in the form of those WZ113s. That is a big thing, those 113s. They may not do a lot of damage, but they do it quickly. We will find out what they're going to do in about 4 seconds. Oh, everybody's in the room. It's all tense. So, here we go. The final of the upper bracket. Legion versus Endgame. So let's get up high straight away into the back and see what they're looking to do. And as expected, the Sheridan and Space is going down to the A cap to try and spot up. And you've got the Sheridans of Whoopsie and Dakudas also. Well, no, just Dakudas. Endgame are looking towards the C strat with Overlook on the B. Whereas Legion, oh, blind shots are going in and it missed Orca by a whisker. Winch is now spotted. Object 3 is not spotted yet, but NG in the mouse is. Whoopsie is also spotted, so is Radicoso. The Sheridan Dakudas has dropped into A, but Nicolard is dropping into C. We're trying to. The problem with these guys is it's trying to predict where they're going to. Spesky's got to get out of there. He's being chased down by Whoopsie now. Winch is in a good position behind the buildings. Can't really get in. Whoopsie is trying to make a move around. Let's go and have a look at see where Whoopsie is trying to move to. He's just on the ramp. No, he's backing off and rotating back round up to the middle of the ramp. To where the Rad is in the mouse. So points wise, it's Endgame are just getting the points quicker only because they cap C quicker. Which means that Legion will be needing to either push into B or try to take a tank out. Either way, they need to make the moves. There's only 5 points in it. It's nothing really. As you can see here, Legion are readying up. Whoops has put himself in a great position on this ramp. You can see, but it doesn't like it. He's not getting any shots in. So he's going to rotate round even further. Trying to spot up Spexy in the... Oh, look at this, look at this. Oh no, Whoops is not going up there. I thought he was going to go up there. So at the moment, Dakudas and Whoopsie and the Sheridans, Dakudas just holding back. Whoopsie is just keeping that covered, seeing if he can get round and get shots into Winch. Winch is quite nicely protected there. Object, no, I wouldn't say anybody's frustrated. Juicy is looking to rotate. Dakudas is coming round. There is going to be a rotation. A little bit, not much. Dakudas is coming round. Shots are going in, but at the moment nothing has landed on Endgame. NG and Dakudas have been smacked for Legion, but it's nothing to write home about. Endgame are just accumulating those points a little bit quicker. It's nothing. It's 5 points. That's nothing in these games. Whoopsie now is making a huge flank. Let's go and have a look, see what Whoopsie is doing, because there's going to be no movement up there. They're not rotating just yet. Timing is not on their side. They normally wait for about the 800 point mark. Then we'll probably see Whoopsie push in against the Sheridan. But what we've got here is Endgame putting themselves in very good position, although General just gets a HE roll, I believe. But Endgame here have put themselves in a good position. We're ready for a push round on the C cap. Whoopsie is still manoeuvring, slowly but surely, rotating round. Still trying to get shots in. He knows where Winch is. Whoopsie is now getting out of there. It looks like Legion are going to be stacking up to push through B and C at the same time. Excuse me. So I'm just going to wait out here. Whoopsie's gone back to the original position in the middle ramp. Object 3 is not making a move. She's getting a bit of a bloody nose, but nothing to write home about. As I said, there's only 5 points in it still. Hit points are in favour of Endgame. Points are in favour of Endgame. We'll probably see some movement soon. You got the IS4s of Juicy and Last Year stacked up with Object there and NG in the mouse. There will be a push very shortly. It's not going to be too long. The Sheridans are coming round the back. It looks like they're going to try and push for the Sheridans rather than push through the middle. That would probably make sense. That would be a good move. Whoopsie is going for it, hell for leather. Whoopsie is looking to try and get down there. There is a push on both flanks. It's in the middle as well. I'm going to leave Whoopsie alone because the push is from the mouse onto Winch. But Edgar's coming in. The Rad is getting focused. They're trying to get the B cap. You can see, I'm going to sit here so you can see what's happening in the background. They take the B cap. Spacey is being pushed massively by Whoopsie and Dakudas. The Rad is being pushed, however, and focused. We're just going to leave the Rad for the moment because there is a brawl at this end on the C cap and Legion are trying to take it. Juicy is dropped in. It's being brawled over. Who's going to go? Orca goes down in the 113 first. That's a big loss for Endgame. They need to get rid of either Last, but it's too late. Legion turn it. Another close game. Unbelievable. 8,261 for 8,701. Orca going down is the thing that didn't help Endgame there. But boy, you could see Whoopsie and Dakudas were coming around in the two Sheridans. Whoopsie doing fantastic stuff all over the place. That allowed the Mouses to push into the middle, into the B cap, and allowed the IS-4s to move round onto the C cap. Really fantastic stuff. Oh, 1-0 to Legion. This is best of 9, by the way. So, oh. Now we switch the spawns. Endgame on the south spawn. Legion on the north spawn. Teams are picking their tanks, looking at their meta, talking about what strats and tactics to use. Oh, it's close, this, very close. So we've got Endgame have now readied up. Nicolard in a 113, General potentially in a 113, Rashford in a mouse, RG. Oh no, General's gone into a Sheridan. And he's dropped out in the Sheridan. RG in a 268. General is staying in the Sheridan. Spacey in a Sheridan. Edgar in a 113. Winch in a mouse. Looking at Legion, Object 3 and an IS-4. Eggy is coming in a mouse. Juicy in a Sheridan. Last in an E5. Rad in an E5. Whoopsie and Dakudas still in their Sheridans. Now we got 3 Sheridans on the Legion team. Looking at where they're spawning, that is probably looking at an A cap strategy. Although I really hate to call this. RG in that 268 is going to be a pain, let's be honest. It depends where he's going to stick it though, but oof. So, don't forget guys, this time it's the first to 5. It's best of 9, so first to 5 gets this one. Legion off the mark first. Doesn't mean anything though, long way to go. Winter Malinovka is actually quite a tricky map for some of these teams. If you ever watch Raid do struggle on this map, to be fair. But look at their hit points with those 2 mouses, bringing it up 6,000 apiece between them. That's unbelievable, really. Anyway, let's get up high into the back and see what the strat is going to be. And as predicted, the Sheridans are making their way down to that A cap, with the majority of the end game team making their way towards the B cap. Although the 113s are heading down there. You can see here Winch and Rashford in the mouses. Oh, Whoopsie is going for the C. It's an interesting one. See, this is why you can't call it. Whoopsie drops straight into C. That's going to allow General and Spacey to get into the A cap, which they do. So Legion are going to start taking the points first here, because they get the C cap first. So it's going to be another tight game. Whoopsie is now rotating around to see if he can get spots. He can't. Spakey is going out there to try and get spots. The mouse of Eggy is spotted by Winch and Rashford. You can see here Whoopsie and Dakudas in the Sheridans are moving all the way round, trying to get shots into these mouses. Oh, that's close, but Whoopsie is now being focused. Here comes Edgar in the 113. Oh, that's a massive roll into Whoopsie. Whoopsie on 6 hit points. How on earth did that happen? 6 hit points. Endgame must be scratching their heads saying, how on earth is he alive? Whoopsie manages to get out of the danger zone. 6 hit points. The WZs now are pushing round hard. Quite aggressive here by Edgar and Nicolad. They can see what's going down. Edgar gets a bit of a smack as he comes around the corner, but Nicolad gets away with it. Whoopsie is the danger tank. He's got to get out of there. He has no choice. And now you can see the mouse is there. They're trying to push in. All object is coming round. Nicolad, if these two are now being pushed, Legion see an opening. Oh, there goes Edgar. Now Nicolad is all alone. He is all alone. What's he going to do? He's got Sheridans coming in to support, but I don't think it's going to be enough. General is trying to come in and help. They get rid of object, but Nicolad is down. Edgar is down. Oh, there goes Whoopsie, but he should have gone down a lot earlier. Points are favouring Endgame, sorry. They took the B cap when we were looking at that. The 2 mouses. Winch just gets smacked massively. Juicy is trying to focus down Winch. Doesn't get away with it. Maybe he can get General. No. RG is trying to take some tank. He's on a load though. He's got to get something in. Rashford doing sterling work back over there. RG got to get out of the danger. Oh, it's like a brawl in every single corner of the map. RG is being focused. Species coming in to help out. There goes the Rad. Oh, it's 4 against 3. Eggy is now being focused in the mouse, but RG goes by Dakidas. But at the same time, Eggy goes also. Dakidas is trying to get out of there. Sheridan against Sheridan. Dakidas is on next to no hit points. There he goes. Last Legion goes, but points went to endgame anyway. Oh my gosh. Another fantastic game. 12,093. Those mouses there really making it hard work for Legion. 16,865 dished out. Rashford again doing some sterling work in the mouse, along with General in the Sheridan. You can see there, Eggy and Dakidas doing everything they could, along with Juicy. Just not enough. So, level pegging. Unbelievable. We're going to be here for a while, guys. It's going to go swings and roundabouts. We now switch to Alpenstadt. So, looking at the team's endgame, look like they're going to ready up first, and they do. So Nicolard in an IS-4, General in E50M, Rashford in a 113, RG in a 268, Spacey in a Sheridan, Edgar in an IS-4, Winch in an STB-1. Legion are still yet to ready up. And it's going to be very difficult to call the strat for endgame there, but it's looking like it may be potentially an A and a B strat. Potentially. Although Nicolard is changing to a 113 and so is Rashford. If I looks on it. No, Rashford's changed to an I4. Just Nicolard and Rashford changing their tanks. Legion is now readied up. Object 3 in a 268. Eggy in an IS4. Last in an IS4. The Rad in an AMX50. Vano comes in for Juicy, I believe, in an AMX50, Whoopsie in an E5, and Dakudas in a Sheridan. We will find out what these strats are in about 5 seconds. So, level pegging in the final of the upper bracket. Ooh. Fantastic stuff so far already. Both teams choosing to take a TD, which is interesting. Some good chats going on there. Nicolard calling out, let's get up to the back of the map if we can. And see, so there's already going out towards the A cap. So A and B was the call for endgame from me, and it looks like that's going to be. Didn't really know what Legion were going to do, but they are going for the middle. They're not even looking at A. Dakadas is going out towards the C cap. Let's get over here because there's going to be some action around that B cap. Rashford and Edgar are going to run into a lot of traffic quickly. Whoopsie gets a bit of a smack. The cap gets reset. Rashford and Edgar are running into a little bit of trouble here. It's not really that much, but Vano in the AMX50 comes around along with the Rad. They're really pushing the IS-4s. Oh, that's a big shot into the Rad. He is now down to 180. He's a one shot. He cannot afford. He's got to get out of there realistically. He has got one still in his magazine, but he's got to get out of there. He is in danger. Same as Whoopsie. Whoopsie is also in danger. Again, looks like the big focus on the Rad here. The Rad goes. Whoopsie is still in there though. But look at this. We're not going to focus on the IS-4s over there. The 268 of Object 3 is now pushing in to try and help out and get rid of Edgar. No, he's going to focus Winch in the STB. Dakidas in the Sheridan's come around to out, but RG in the 268 has come round as well. Oh, Object goes. Dakidas is also looking very unhealthy. Dakidas goes. And in all that melee, they've also lost Whoopsie, who was a one-shot anyway. Vano is now one shot. Vano's gone. Now we can get over to see what Eggy and Last are doing. Eggy is going to be the focus of attention here, and he is. He's gone. Last Legion is literally Last Legion. Wow, that was really good stuff. Really good focus fire there. Really good strat by Endgame. Can't say fairer than that. I don't think Last Legion is going to last much longer. Let's get down there and see it from his viewpoint. Whichever way he turns, there's a tank. He's on 47 hit points. He gets a good shot into Rashford, but it's not enough. Endgame. Turn it around. Oof. So, looking at the scores on the doors. Legion dishing out 11,950 damage compared to 17,000 dished out by Endgame. You can see there that's species in the Sheridan, 3,500. 268 of RG, all really good stuff by the guys there. Edgar and Rashford really taking a pummeling, but Whoopsie again going down quite early along with the Rad. Really good focus fire by Endgame. Can't say fairer than that. So, now Endgame lead 2-1. Switching the spawns. We are still on Alpenstadt. Legion have readied up first, so looking at their lineup, we've got Object 3 in a 268, Eggy in an IS4, Last Legion in an IS4, the Rad in an E5, Vano in a IS4, Whoopsie in a Sheridan, Dakadas in a Sheridan. Endgame are now readied up as well. Nicolard is in an IS4, General in an IS4, Rashford in a Mouse, Lego in an IS4, Orca in an E100, Edgar in a Mouse, Winch in a Mouse. Do you reckon that's a C strat? Yeah, it could be a C strat, yeah. Maybe an A strat. No, Endgame are definitely looking for the middle domination there. They are looking for B and C. I cannot see them going to A. But they could surprise everybody. Legion, on the other hand, those Sheridans, they're going to be probably looking to get either into A or C, but looking at their tank lineup, they're more likely to go A and B. Either way, this is going to be interesting, to say the least, and we'll find out in about 10 seconds what the strat really is. Oof. So, can Endgame steal ahead, capitalize on their back-to-back wins, or can Legion turn it back around again? We'll find out very, very shortly, guys. So let's get up high into the back. As you can see, Endgame are pushing towards the B and the C area, looking to dominate that middle. Whoopsie and Dakadas in the Sheridans, as predicted, are going to the A cap. With the IS4s, pretty similar strat to what we've just seen Endgame do. But Endgame are just ploughing through to B and C. Mouses are taking a long time to get there. They are slow and cumbersome. But there is a lot of hit points there. 9,000 hit points across the 3 tanks. I mean, it's just huge. I mean, Legion have got 16,500 hit points on the table, whereas Endgame have got 20,000 hit points on the table. So the C cap is being taken by Endgame. A cap has already been taken by Legion. The Sheridans have already got that. You can see the IS4s, and let's have a look at the positioning here. We've got Last Legion drop down into the dip. Vano is just waiting there where we saw Rashford earlier. Eggy is just holding back. Whoopsie and Dakadas may be looking to push around that flank. There is a rotation by the IS4s of General and Nicolard of Endgame, however. Looking over here, you've got the Rad just covering that area with the Object 3 covering the entire map, realistically. Missiles are being thrown across by Whoopsie and Dakadas. And another missile gets thrown in by Whoopsie into Orca in the E100, but it comes to nothing. It's a bounce. This allows Rashford to potentially push round. As you've seen here, Rashford is moving. But General, Lego and Orca are pushing. They're trying to push them back. We're going to stay here for a minute. The mouse... No, we're going to go to the mouses, because that's where a bigger push is coming. You can see that. Winch and Edgar here trying to push down. Whoopsie and Dakadas in the Sheridans have moved all the way around, rotated right back through their spawn. Vano's getting a bit of a trouble, but nothing to write home about. Is the only one who's lost hit points so far. Mouses are doing their jobs, but look at this. Whoopsie and Dakadas in the Sheridans coming right round, trying to get into Rashford. Whoopsie is going to try and steal the C cap, which he's going to be able to do. That is a blow if he does. The IS4s of Nicolard, Lego, and the E100 of Orca have now come back. They're trying to focus Last Legion. Last Legion is trying to make a break for it. They're taking the B cap. Last Legion, however, Not looking good. Rashford is surrounded, but Last Legion is the one who's coming off worst. Last Legion is down. Rashford, however, he's got a Sheridan of Whoopsie behind him. Rashford is in trouble here. Rashford is in serious trouble here. Is Whoopsie going to be able to load and get a side shot into Rashford? Yes, he does. Now we move over to Winch. Winch is the next one in trouble. Winch is staying there, though. He's got Edgar in support and Orca coming back round. But Whoopsie comes back around to the Sheridan and gets around the back. He knows he can get a good shot in. He does. 500. Oh, but Winch bounces that one. Vano is down. Last Legion is down. Rashford is down. Now Lego is trying to push on Rad, but he gets taken out by Whoopsie, who's throwing missiles like precision darts at the moment. Edgar drops down to try and take out Rad. Rad goes. Oh my god, it's all over the place. Whoopsie changing from missiles back to normal. Object 3 over there. Mouse of Winch is capping B. They are losing on points. Legion just need to hold on. Nicolard and Eggy are toying it out here, but Legion hold on. They turn it around. And just for good measure, Eggy takes out Nicolard. So, wowzers. Level pegging again. That was all about caps. You can see there that Legion did knock out 17,500 damage compared to Endgame's 14,000, but that was all about caps. Now we move to Desert Sands. Oof. Level pegging. So, this is how it's going to be, guys. One, then the other. Oof. Tight, tight, tight. Oh. So just waiting for the teams to ready up. They've got about a minute and a half almost. Legion look like they're going to be readied up first. Potentially. Just waiting on Dakadas. So, Legion ready up first. We've got Object 3 in a T22. Eggy in an E100. Last Legion in a T22. The Rad in an E5. Vano in an E100. Whoopsie in a Sheridan. Dakadas in an E5. Endgame have now readied up. They had readied up. They've not readied up. Nicolard in an IS4. General in a 113. Rashford in a Mouse. Lego in an IS4. Orca in a 50B. Spacey in a 50B. Winch in a Mouse. Endgame are on the south spawn. Legion on the north spawn. Looking at the lineups, looks like it's going to be potentially for Endgame, not the desert, whereas Legion is going to be looking for both the desert and the middle area. So I'm predicting Endgame probably going to B and C, whereas Legion are going to A and B. However, you can never call it, ever, because they're just so good and they know different strategies. And calling it just gets you nowhere, because then everybody points fingers at you and say, you're a Muppet, you don't know what you're talking about. No, they're just good, okay? Simple. We will find out what the strats are very shortly. So, as per usual, get up high into the back. Endgame are looking at a B, well, possibly a C strat. As I expected, you've got the Sheridan, the T22s, the E5s moving out to the A cap into the desert. They are capping first. And Endgame are heading towards the C cap with an overlook on B. You've got the E100s of Eggy and Vano, however, coming round to try and look in here. But the WZ of General and the AMX-50 of Spacey are well protected. The Mouse is now, Winch gets a big smack as he comes around the corner. They're going to drop into B, however. If they can get B and then retreat out, that will put Legion potentially on the back foot, having to either rotate around the flanks or through the middle. They're not going to go through the middle. That would be suicide. This and Winch gets really damaged trying to maneuver into a safety position. Nicolard, however, makes it into a safety position. Winch is now potentially safe. This allows Endgame to dominate slightly. The two E100s, Vano and Eggy, are trying to now move in to try and get shots in onto Winch. That is what Eggy is probably looking for. And he is. There goes Winch. So they are tanked down, but they are up on points. Now Vano is being pushed all alone. They can get Vano out of the game here. Spacey, oh no, he bounces. Can General get the clap in? Can he get it? No, it's not a fall. Can he? Needs to get rid of him. Winch is down. Spacey is about to go. There goes Vano. But they also lost Spacey there in the 50B. There goes Last Legion. Now Orca is chasing down Whoopsie. Whoopsie is gone. But Nicolard in the IS-4 is also gone. And so is General in the 113. Now we're shooting over here to Rashford. Rashford is being taken on by Eggy and the Rad. Legion are dropping into the C-cap. You can see Orca in the AMX-50B. And Lego is toying with Object. But I want to pull out a little bit. Rashford is the one being focused here, but Rashford is doing some great stuff. Takes some good energy out of Eggy there. It's 3 against 3. Points are in favour of Endgame. Can they get rid of Eggy? He is the target. No, Rashford goes down. Lego is not helping there. He is being focused by Dakadas in the E5. The MX-50 of Orca, though, has loaded, and he gets rid of Eggy. Can Lego survive? Oh, the Rad gets a good shot into Lego. Lego is in trouble, but here comes the AMX-50 of Orca, trying to help out, take out the Rad. The points have switched. Oh, it's all change again. Legion are now in control. And Legion are definitely in control. Lego is a one-shot. Dakadas is on full HP, near as damn it. Fantastic stuff. Really tight game. Unbelievable. I really thought Endgame had it there, but Legion turned it around. Unbelievably. Great stuff. Really good stuff there. 19,000 dished out by Legion against the 13,700 dished out by Endgame. Winch really got smacked trying to move into that position of safety after capping B, but boy, what can you say? I mean, this is just fantastic stuff. So, yet again, it switches. Now Legion are in command. Legion have readied up already, bit between their teeth. So, we've got Object 3 in a T22, Eggy in an E100, Last Legion, T22, the Rad, E5, Vano, E100, Whoopsie, Sheridan, Dakadas, E5. Not much change there. Looking at Endgame, still waiting for Nicolard and Orca to ready up. Nicolard is readied up in an E5, General in an IS-4, Rashford E5, Lego in an IS-4, RG in a 113, Winch in an STB-1. We are now waiting for Orca. No, yeah, we're still waiting for Orca. No. Species coming in. He's not ready up either, though. There's plenty of time. It's like 40 odd seconds to go. Still trying about who to put in there. And it's Abject Supreme comes in the Sheridan. So, all change. Looking at that lineup, pretty certain that we're going to see Endgame doing a desert strat, whereas Legion are looking to do both, probably a desert and a B cap. For those E100s, two of them. Again, I hate to say, because it's just so darn difficult to try and predict what these guys are going to do. But we will find out in a few seconds. Don't forget, it is the first of 5. It's a best of 9 game. At the moment, it's 3-2 in Legion's favour. Let's get up high into the back. And almost as predicted, Endgame are heading towards the desert. But so are Legion. This is going to be a bit of a brawl. I'm going to get down there quickly because I can see the E5s are coming in as well. FJX Supreme is getting out of there. Oh, whoopsie with the thrown missile. No dart this time. Missiles are being thrown all over the place. Winch throwing one, whoopsie throwing one, neither landing. Dakadas getting a bit of a smacking, but so was FJX Supreme. As we come back here, you can see what Endgame are looking to do. They are looking to dominate the middle. Vano and Eggy and E100s are coming down onto the bridge. And onto the bridge, coming through and trying to get into a good position just there. A-cap is being taken by FJX Supreme and Lego. Oh, some good pounding there into Vano in the E100. You didn't expect that. You can see the rest of Legion just lining up by this ridge. Not too worried just yet. Okay, so they're 40 points, but 40 points is nothing in real terms. You can see that Legion are just stacking the tanks down this flank. With the two E100s holding the middle ground. Knowing that very difficult to get shots into these two E100s. It's what goes on here is going to be the interesting part. They're going to coordinate the attack. Whoopsie is leading a charge downwards. He's pushing ahead. He's not exposing himself. Endgame have backed off. They know what's coming. They do know what's coming. They know where Legion are. And you can see here, Endgame just backing away. Rashford General here just covering this area. Lego covering the A-cap. FJX Supreme coming in to help with the A-cap coverage. Nicolard, Winch also covering, trying to get shots in. At the moment, teams are bleeding, but not much. Now Endgame are almost 200 points ahead. That nothing if it's a good push. Oh, and Endgame is going for the push first. They're not going to push in, they're just going to push to position to stop any push from Legion coming over that ridge. The E100s are pretty contained now, to be honest with you. That's a good missile going in, but it doesn't really do anything, unfortunately. 560 points on the board against 300. This is not bad stuff by Endgame. Looking at the overall map, Whoopsie is trying to get to that B cap. There's no rotations. Whoopsie is forgetting the B cap and he's coming right round. He's going to try and come round and give some support here on this 113. RG knows what Whoops is doing. Nicolard also knows what Whoops is doing. So does Winch. Winch is there in the STB. So it's not like RG was alone. But it may turn the focus to allow the E100s to move. General is rotated round. So at the moment, it's a bit of a standoff. Whoopsie cannot go over the top of that ridge. The T-22s can't push. There are shots going into RG, but that's not going to really phase RG. The E100s are now moving. So the E100s are going to push towards the A-cap. Vano does get a bit of a smacking. Whoopsie's come all the way back round. Vano is looking worse for wear. But it's a coordinated push. At the same time, Vano is down. Rad and Object have pushed in as well. But look at the way EG have lined up here. They've done really well. Rad is surrounded. Is he going to be able to do enough? Looks like he can. Rashford is coming in to help. The Rad is hanging in there in the E5. General is looking worse for wear. General is down. But there goes Eggy. Eggy in the E100's down. There goes Lego. Now they're going to focus Object 3. The T-22 is the next on the list. Nicolard is going to rally up. Rad is down as well. There goes the T-22. Dakadas is next on the target list. You can see there Whoopsie and Last Legion are being focused by everybody else. But Dakadas is the firm attention here. There goes Dakadas. This just leaves Whoopsie and Last Legion Whoopsie gets smacked going over into the A-cap. Whoopsie is trying to take the A-cap. It's going to stop them getting points. That's the idea. But it's reset by Abject. That is a great and very, very needed shot by Endgame. Nicolard coming in, trying to take out Whoopsie. Whoopsie's gone. It's Last Legion left. Let's get down with him. See it up close and personal. And there he goes. Fantastic stuff there by Endgame. It's back to all square. Really good stuff. Endgame there. RG working his socks off in a great position. The E100s, unfortunately, they pushed when they needed to, but it just wasn't enough. 16,800 compared to the 14,700. Damage says it all. And that A-cap was instrumental for Endgame. So, Vineyards, level pegging. It's a swings and roundabouts game. Unbelievable, eh? This is fantastic stuff. So, waiting for the teams to ready up. I'm going to have a sip of coffee because I'm allowed. You can't get better than this, guys. Let's be honest. You're seeing some fantastic gameplay from some fantastic games. You really, really can't complain. You've seen some fantastic stuff today. So the teams are still toying. They've got about 50 seconds left. Looks like Endgame are probably going to ready up first. FJX Supreme in a Sheridan, General in an E50, Lego in an IS4, Orca in an IS4, RG in an E50, Winch in a Mouse, Nicolard in an STB1. Now we're going to have a shoot across the Legion are still readying up. Oh no, Endgame are changing. Legion are changing as well. So Nicolard in an E50, FJX Supreme in a Sheridan, General in E50, Lego IS4, Orca IS4, RG STB1, Winch in a Mouse. Now we're going to move across to Legion, Object 3 in a 268, NG in an E5, Juicy in an IS4, Last Legion IS4, Rad in an E5, Whoopsie in a Sheridan, Dakadas in a Sheridan. Oof, they kept that to the last minute, didn't they? Cheeky. So, this is going to be one of those type of games. Could go either way, the way these two teams are playing. Winch is... It's going to be an interesting one. I think it's going to be around the middle area in the old ruins rather than in the city. But we'll find out very shortly. Yeah. As I expected, the E50s are heading towards the ruins. The Sheridan and the STB is aiding towards the B-cap. Over on Legion's side, the Sheridan of Last Legion is heading towards the B-cap, and Whoopsie is going to try and take this ridge, get some good spots in. Oh, but look at that! Dakadas and the Object and the E5s are going around. They're going to take the C-cap. They've capped out on A. Legion have capped A, and they're capping C. Endgame have capped B. General, the two E50s, as you can see, they're over there at the back, so I'm going to shoot over. The main area is going to be an interesting one. Are they going to push down on the A-cap? They may not have a choice. Legion are going to be capping quicker. The Sheridan's now rotating back through the spawn. So you've got Dakadas, Last Legion and Whoopsie rotating all the way back. You can see NG there also coming back, trying to protect that A-cap, knowing that basically Endgame have got to push into A. Shot to going in. Whoopsie gets a bit of a blooded nose. But so does General for his troubles. Winch back there in the Mouse. Orca back there, also in the IS-4. They are not looking for the C-cap. They are looking for the A-cap, and Lego is looking for it. Lego is looking to drop into the A-cap, and he's going to. He's going to get away with it, maybe. Oh, he gets a good shot into Whoopsie at the same time, but he gets pummeled. Bounces Whoopsie. Is he going to bounce another one? Yes, he does. That's 2 missiles he's bounced. They keep resetting the caps though. The object there of object 3 is smacking him also. He's got to get out of there. Lego is realizing that is a bad day. So he retreats, not able to cap. They are going to have to cap it though at some stage. Lego is going to have to find a way to get in there. You can see a rotation from the Sheridans again back through the C cap. So Legion are fully rotating back round. The E50s are now moving up of General and Nicolard. Now they are capping the A cap. They're getting 2 in there. There's only NG there in the E5 really supporting. FJX Supreme is holding back just behind. He's able to... Lego is basically giving him a heat shield, and that's it. He's just a meat shield for FJX Supreme. FJX Supreme moves up, gets into better cover. They therefore do that. They've taken the cap. Lego has taken a lot of damage doing it though. Now, it all depends. It looks like Legion are going to get the points first. They are going to start losing points. But it all depends now on what these guys are doing here. And that's why we're going with Nicolard. They're going to push the Sheridans. And they're going to push NG in the E5. They've got to. They need to take a tank out. They need to focus. Legion don't need to do anything. NG is the focus here. He's got to go. He is a 2-shot, however. Lego is also a 2-shot. But points do go to Legion. Really well played. No deaths. No tanks taken down. So, you can see there. Damage-wise, Legion just dishing out that more, really hurting Lego. But 500, that's the difference. Unbelievable stuff. Really good stuff by Legion. Great tactic. Really good stuff by Endgame as well. Just left it a little bit too late, maybe, but they couldn't really do much about that. So, Legion take control. They are 1 away from getting to that grand final. Endgame, however, can turn it around again. Oof, we're back on Vineyard, switching the spawn points. Endgame, North Spawn, Legion, South Spawn. Let's see how this now moves and goes. Oh, it's unbelievable, really. The game has been up and down, up and down. Oh, Endgame have readied up first. We got Nicolard in IS4, FJX Supreme in a Sheridan, General in a Leopard, Rashford in an E5, Lego in an IS4, Orca in an E5, Winch in a Leo 1. That's interesting. 2 Leos and a Sheridan. That's going to be probably a quick cap on A and round to the C cap. Legion is still toying around there. Object 3 in a 268. NG in potentially in a Sheridan, Juicy in an IS4. Last Legion in an E5, the Rad in an E5, Whoopsie in a 140, and Dakadas in a 140. That's an interesting call as well. Those 140s, are they going to be going to the Ruins, or are they going to be going to the C cap? Either way, they're going to be fast capping B. Legion will be trying to look to put this to bed. They are 1 away, so it is within their possibility. It's tight, let's face it. Both teams have played spectacular stuff, so it could go either way, to be honest with you. Penultimate game, or not. Either way, let's get up into the back and see where they're going. As expected, FJX Supreme is probably going to take that middle ridge. They're looking for a C strat. The Rad is also looking to get down to the C there. A quick cap there for the into the B cap. Endgame are not looking to cap A. The Sheridan will probably rotate round and try and cap it. The Leopards here are completely avoiding it. This makes Legion wonder where they're going. Now the Leopards are going to push down on Rad. He's alone. Two Leos in good positions. Can they get down into that dip and push on the Rad? They get smacked in doing so, but General and Winch are dropping down to take on the Rad. Here comes Abject as well. This is good stuff by Endgame. Winch is probably going to go first, though. No, he doesn't. Winch survives it. Look at the rotation here of Endgame, of Legion. Legion are coming around in support, but it's a bit too late. They've lost their tank. They've also lost Juicy in the IS-4. This is massive stuff by Endgame. Winch goes down. Object 3 is now the focus. Object 3 is being focused. Oh my giddy aunt, I'm trying to keep up. General is down. Rashford is down. Object 3 is now down. Both teams have lost 3 tanks. Hit point wise, Endgame have got more hit points, just. They've got less base points though. Object 140 of NG gets smacked there. There's a consolidation here. It's IS4s of Endgame. Oh, whoopsie, gets another bash. Look at these IS4s, and there goes NG. NG in the Object 140 is down. It's now, oh, it's all turned. It's 4 against 3. Dukadas is now being focused also. There he is in the Sheridan. He's on a load. Whoopsie. Oh, FJ Supreme is coming around. Dakadas is down. My God, it's going to go to Endgame. Oh, but Last Legion manages to take out Orca. Whoopsie's coming around to take out FJ. Oh, Whoopsie misses. Whoopsie manages to take it out. Now it's IS4s against E5. Nicolard and Lego 2-on-2. This is tight. This is close. Lego is still full HP. He's going to chase down the Object 140 of Whoopsie. Oh no! That was not part of the game plan. It's Lego all alone. He chased after Whoopsie. It did not help. He can't get hold of Whoopsie. Now he's got Last Legion after him. What looked like definitely... I'm going to get down there. Oh, no. What looked definitely like being an endgame victory has been turned completely by Legion. For Lego here. The Whoopsie comes in, takes it out. Oh my God. I really thought Endgame had that. I really thought Endgame had that. Unfortunate. I mean, I really did think Endgame did a great push there on the Rad. Took him out. Suckered the rest of Legion in. Whittled them down. They were tanks up. They had the tanks on the ground. They had more HP. And then, oof. What can you say? I mean, that's just unbelievable. Legion, do it. I just, wow. There's not much I can say. There's really not much I can say to that. That was an unbelievable game. Really an unbelievable game. I'm going to play a replay. I'm going to play a replay. You can watch Jory. I know you've already seen it if you're on the Asian server, but you can still watch it again. Oof. I'm still getting over that. That was unbelievable. I really thought Endgame had that. But Legion showed composure. It would be harsh to say that Lego made a mistake in going after Whoopsie. I don't think he did. It just so happened that the tussle between the other tanks didn't work out, leaving Lego out on a limb. But I really thought that was Endgame's victory. Unbelievable. Really good stuff. Whoopsie playing his heart out there in the Object 140, let's be fair. At that stage there, I really thought Endgame had it. 2 tanks down. Oh, dearie me. Shocking. Really, really, really well played. Unbelievably close. Unbelievably close. Oof. It's draining, I tell you. All I can say is I loved every single second of that. What a show from LOCA and Endgame, then Endgame and Legion. It really was fantastic. Sorry, I was drinking coffee there. I'm still getting over that. Oof. Wow. Oof. Right. Well, I've come down from that high. That was awesome. That... Oof. That was... wow. Wow. I'm still coming down off that, you know? It's coming down on it. Oof. Unbelievable stuff. You don't get better than that, realistically. You really don't. And by the way, that's great stuff from Jory of R2K. Sorry, Jory. So, tournament-wise, that's it for today, guys. We are now looking at Legion are into the grand finals of the upper bracket. We got the semi-finals of the lower bracket, which is LOCA against Raid. Endgame are into the finals of the lower bracket. Oof. Still a lot to play for, realistically. We are back on Saturday for the lower bracket semi-finals, followed by the final. So it'll either be CuteAnimals or Raid facing off against Endgame. And then we will be back myself on Sunday for the Challengers final. We're not streaming the Pro final. Haminet is streaming the Pro final along with Rib, R1B of Raid, I believe. So I'm going to go to bed now. because that was draining. That was great. That was fantastic. And I'd like to thank all the teams. That's LOCA, Endgame, and Legion for, wow, making it a special night for all of us. Those of you on YouTube, thank you for joining me. Despite you won't get any coins from my stream, but thank you anyway. I loved every minute of that. And until then, I'm now going to go to bed. Well, I'm not going to go to bed. I'm going to go and watch TV and chill out a bit. And then I'm going to go to bed because it's like midnight here. I enjoyed every minute of that. I'm glad, I hope, I trust you all did. By all means, send me stuff. Send me anything out. Send me replays or whatever you have through Discord. I was just checking my messages there. And until the next time, guys, say my usual stuff. Stay safe out there. Have fun on the battlefield and happy tanking. Because that is what it's all about. Having fun and being happy.